So there are lots of
Okay.
discussion happening in sport, and Tahir Bhai is with us today. How are you, Tahir Bhai?
May good Akib God is too kind. What about you?
I'm doing well, Alhamdulillah, Tahir Bhai. And there are news coming from the Pakistan Sports Board that is, even after the announcement, the Pakistan Sport Board has still not been able to give salaries and money to their employees. And you know that Pakistan Sports Board is involved in a lot of hefty activities, even that fight with PCB with regards to Gaddafi Stadium. So what do you say, Tahir Bhai? Sport Board is focusing on other things, but they're not paying their employees at all. You
I think the
know,
main issue, Akib, I totally agree with you that PSB, Pakistan Sport Board, has been involved in so much other sort of hefty activities. But Akib, the main issue which I want to raise over here is, or which I want to see, or which I'm looking to see over here is, it's just an administrative issue, and main other issue is they are unable to manage the funds or generate the funds, right? So until unless there won't be proper management and proper sports brains or sports analysts or sports experts won't be indulged in this sensitive or vital position of sports board. No, sports plays an important role in a country for the betterment of their youth and their mind and physique as well. So until unless our sports ministry won't work on this, these issues will be carry on. The main thing we are only focusing is on cricket, not the rest of the sports in our country. So I think sports board there should be proper internal auditing system who should
hmm.
monitor the funds keenly whether they are present only in papers or on in physical shape they are also available. So I think until unless there will be no accountability and no internal auditing system, these issues we will be facing and players will be protesting and they will be just humiliating each other and these issues will be so on.
And Tarbay, there is also another news coming from sport, which is a huge step, and I think you would also would love to appreciate the step that Sports Minister of Sindh, Sardar Bakhsh Meher, has announced that he will announce a sporting events for the transgender community in Sindh and also all of the criminals and the people who are in jail in Sindh. And he said that he made a slogan that sports is for everyone, regardless criminals, transgender, normal person, or any kind of person. So basically, he's trying to conduct sports events which will be for everybody. And how do you see this kind of step there? Because we
Yes,
have not
Akib,
seen
this.
this before.
Yes, Akib, it's a very vital step taken by the Sindh government and other governments of the other parts of the country should also be act upon this. Akib, though, cricket has no boundaries, no colors and creed, no religion, and no other facts which are just compulsory for the settlement of the cricket, right? So cricket is for everyone, whether they are transgender, they are physically abnormal, or they are criminal, or whatsoever. Cricket has nothing to do with it. So, Akib, I think
Sadly,
it's a
even
very good
sports
point.
has no boundaries. Even sports has no boundaries, sadly. He basically
Eh,
mentioned that sports, all sports have
yeah,
no
Akib.
boundaries.
Yeah, Akib. No sports have no boundaries or no religion as well, right? So, Akib, this step taken by the Sindh government should be appreciable at every forum, at every street, and every corner of our country. And all the governments should involve each other for organizing such event for the promotion of transgender community. We are also observing that it is a very suppressive and depressed class of our country which is not acceptable by even by their families as well. So I think this sort of sports events will definitely boost their morale and they will also be acknowledge the government that they have given their identification and they give them even the proper protocol by the government. So I think even this sports mega event will also be helpful for the criminals as well. So they will become the proper civilized citizen after they will complete their criminal imprisonment or whatsoever they are facing the charges. So I think these sports will helpful for everyone and every aspect of the sports will be helpful for them. Even as I mentioned that criminals will become the civilized citizen and they even most of the time what happen is whenever a citizen went into the jail he become a bigger criminal because he
Hmm.
just make his alliance in the jail because where there are a lot of professional criminals around there. So this sort of activities will reshape their behavior and will helpful for him to guide his upcoming offsprings or upcoming kids or whatsoever associated with him will also helpful for him to shape them as well.
And Tarbay, as we are talking about sports and peace, you know, these days India is completely going against peace, where they are saying that they will not put Pakistan's name on their Indian jersey for Champions Trophy, and they said that we are not sending Indian captain Rohit Sharma for the opening ceremony of the Champions Trophy. What do you say, Tarbay, about all of these?
Yeah,
Yes,
Akib, it's a very harsh move by the Indian. I wasn't expecting this sort of intensity by the Indian board as well, because Akib, sports is what sports does is sports just spread the love and respect for each other, right? So if India will do this thing, it will only damage the image of India, not only Pakistan, but image of the Indian as well will be damaged. I know Indian fans are sports lover, and 99% of the Indian players are also sports lover. They want to play with Pakistan on the Pakistani land, and but due to the 1% Jay Shah and his less than 1% monopoly or his followers are just trying to fade the color of this event. India should consider that this event is taking place in India. What's the difference between Pakistan and India? Just a thin line of border and nothing else. We at the end of the we are same nation, brother of each other. We are neighbor of each other. But if India will keep on doing these things, it will damage the rep of the India and also will impact on the colors of the cricketing tournament in Pakistan.
And Tarbay, also, if you see the power of India, there was a news which I shared on our group as well that I think one of India's IPL teams, Delhi Capitals, if I'm not wrong, has bought England County, Hampshire County. Basically, you know that there are a lot of county existing in England, which is basically their domestic system. So, do you think that this influence of India is very dangerous for the game as well? That they are trying to control all of the boards, even in other leagues, you see that their names have been taken, and they're mostly there. We are seeing Indian sponsors even in leagues in Dubai and South Africa also.
Yeah, Akib, you are absolutely right. India is just trying to make his influence in the every part of the world in the cricketing nations as well. So I think if it is for the good intent and for the good cause they have purchased the Hampshire County, then it's a good thing. But if they bought this county for the sake of making his influence, then it is bit unethical. So, Akib,
Hmm.
influence of the cricket should be equal for the each country and each nation for everyone as well. So, cricket is not the property of two or three nation or even for a single nation. Indians should keep this thing in their mind that the more influential they will be on cricket, it will damage the colors of this game, right? So, I think Indian board or Indian stakeholders should be abide by such act, which can impact on the glory of this gentleman game.
And Taiba, lastly, before we conclude and close this video, there is a news coming from South Africa cricket that legend of South Africa cricket, AB de Villiers, who's now above 40 years of age, is probably hinting of a comeback. He said that I still feel I can play one day cricket for South Africa, and he said that his kids are still encouraging him to come back into action and see his prolific kind of batting. And he said that he feels that he should go and start practicing in the nets again. So, what do you see, Taiba? Do you still think that A.V. de Villiers at this day of the age can still come back for the South African team, though he's still
Yes,
playing in IPL?
I agree with David de Villiers that he is a very good sportsman and good athlete as well. He was in the what should I mention over his football team of the India, baseball team of the India, and even in the swimming. So he was involved in the couple other sports of their country as well, despite the fact of only a cricketer. So I think Akib, if we look at his physique, he's just playing IPL exceptionally well as a batsman as well. So I think if he could perform well and manage to regain his form, then definitely South African cricket board should reconsider him for adding him in the team.
And Taiba, people also tend to call him choker because he is not won a World Cup, and you still would consider him as one of the greats of the game to play for South Africa, even though he has not played international cricket since 4 years since he has announced retirement. Would you still
Yes,
consider him as a great of the game?
yes, Akib, he's a great of the game, helicopter shots and few other shots which was invented by him and copied by the other players as well. And the main thing is his attitude. The
Hmm.
attitude of the sportsman was just absolutely stupendous, shown by the great Happy de Villiers. So I think Akib, he is a man of nerves and still cricket left in himself. I know many fans will criticize on me as well. That's why I'm praising too much de Villiers. But Akib, fact is fact. If De Villiers can regain his form, and I think South Africa, and if we look on the current team of South Africa, they have no colors in them, right?
Hmm.
So De Villiers, I think, just trying to boost up his team that until unless they are not going to become the good players or heavy players, he should join that team and uplift his national team. So I think if we will De Villiers just want to come into the team for temporarily uplifting his team to manage the gap of the shortage of the great batsmen as well.
Tabe, thank you so much for your time, and we're hopeful to see Devilliers in action, and we hopeful to have you with another video tomorrow. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Like and subscribe to Sports Ears for more content like this. Till then, it's goodbye from me and Tabe side. Take good care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
सही हो गया जी
With